Hi, hello everyone. I hope you're doing marvelously well. I just got an email from DearVR. They're releasing their DearVR Pro 2 plugin for immersive mixing, and as we make the S5X headphones for immersive mixing, it only makes sense to check it out. So I'll be recording the whole session and all the struggles, if there will be any. So stick around. Let's see what it says over here. Unlock spatial audio with DearVR Pro 2. Our brand new all-in-one spatializer DearVR Pro 2 is designed to elevate your productions whether you're working in stereo, multi-channel speaker formats up to 916, binaural or ambisonics. Alright, so they have it on sale right now, introductory pricing. So instead of $199, it's $149 at the moment. And have a list of features, I guess. Spatializer plugin for multi-channel binaural and ambisonics, 35 multi-channel outputs, up to third order ambisonics output, stereo input with width control. That's something that not all the plugins have. Real-time early reflections technology, so we're gonna hear that. 46 pristine acoustic environments, that I'm very interested in. Entering the area of the Waves NX, the Steven Slates VSX, etc. OSC head trackers, that's really cool. I don't think I have one, but clarity feature by Sennheiser Ampere, which is a great tech by our German friends. So there's a trial version as well. If you sign up, you can download the DearVR Pro 2 trial for 2 weeks. So here's the Mac version. Let's see how that goes. So right now it's being downloaded and it's super slow. I know for a fact that we have great internet over here. So that speed is from their server. It's a bit slow, it's 117 megabytes. And it's been doing that for the past 2 minutes. So it's, I don't know, it could be an exception. Or it could be that it takes time to download stuff from DearVR. I don't know. There we go. Successful. Great. I have a very basic setup in Studio One 6. So this one is before the final release, or currently you can actually buy the 6.5 with the Dolby support as well. So again, it's just a stereo file, stereo setup. And I have a tone generator running on the track, and after it I have inserted the DearVR. There you go, it's a nice interface, really nice colors, and I'll be now experiencing it. Let's see how it works, how it performs. Let's turn it on. All right, medium recording hall. It is exactly that, yeah. The reflections are very direct, very clear. To pick those up and detect them. Let's see the interface a little bit. So, I guess we can move this audio away. All right. So there is a width element over here. So the closer the audio source is, obviously the width will get less, and when you move it further away, the width is expanded, which is kind of intuitive way, or you don't have to worry about this, it just does that on its own. So you have like a panner, positioning panner, immersive panner over here. Oh, it works really well at the back as well. My HRTFs with the S5X plays that a little bit up. So it's not just behind, it's a little bit up. At least my perception of it is. It's great. So you have 3 planes basically. the XZ, the YZ, and the XY. What if we turn off reflections? You can hear those early reflections really well. That's really good when everything is turned on. Size control, that's great, it works really well. Basically there we are made a plugin that is spatializer, so it's artificially placing audio somewhere in the 3D space, in 360 if you will, but it has incredibly well-made reverb and reflections, so you can actually use it just as a reverb, not necessarily as a panner or immersive panner if you will. That's really nice. And you can control separately the amount of early reflections and the reverb. That is really cool. Obviously we're using binaural right now because we're on headphones. We could use stereo speakers as well. There's probably not much of a difference between those two. Oh, clarity knob. Just changes things a little bit, cleans them up, exactly what it says. Maybe in a bigger room it will get a little bit more obvious. I'm clipping over here. So there's quite some stuff over here. Let's check this out with music. I'll start with drums, since I'm a drummer. Let's take some loops over here. What do we have? That's a really cool feature. It gives quite a lot of creative ideas. You can have it in mono. So it's a stereo track as an input. It's then folded down into mono. You can place that around quite obviously as mono, but you can play with the stereo width to give it some more dynamics. Yeah, it works. It's really nice up there, directly above my head actually. So that works nicely. Let's check some small studio acoustics. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly like, just brings back memories when I had a studio. It was kind of like this small studio size, and drums sounded exactly like that in there. It's a nice plugin. There you go. A quick overview of the plugin. So to sum it up, DRVR released their new DRVR Pro a few days ago, or actually it was yesterday I think. So it's on sale now. DRVR Pro 2nd edition at $149. There is a trial version available. I've just used the trial version. It's a spatializer plugin for multi-channel binaural and ambisonics. I've only tested it in stereo mode, using stereo files, so left and right channel at the same time, which is cool. And they have a ton of new features in there. And to be honest, what surprised me the most about this one is, are the virtual acoustics. So these are really cool rooms. They sound really, really natural, at least to me. And I do like the fact that you can monitor or basically decide how much of the reverb or acoustics there are going to be versus the earlier reflections, and the clarity knob as well. So the tech from Ambeo is embedded in here. And this kind of gives you a nice virtual monitoring in a way. Although that's not the monitor, they have another plugin which is DRVR Monitor, which I'll check out a little bit later. So this one is more like on the creative and post-production side. So when you want to move kind of like little objects around, but not necessarily objects. So you don't have to mix in Dolby or Sony or whatever. You can use that just using stereo and still benefit from this virtual placement of sounds. And what they've obviously focused a lot on are the reverb and reflections section of the plugin. So it's more like adding the acoustics elements to your mix that sounds really, good because they are leveraging, or they're just using the latest tech in virtualizing spatial or spatializing sound, basically. And the panner is just another nice toy, basically. You can move it around if you want. So that I didn't test that, but having multiple tracks, like, I don't know, 2 guitars, for example, you could easily pan one right and left like you always do in stereo. But with this plugin, they will get a little bit more, they will be more integrated into the overall sonic experience. So yeah, that's a really cool plugin. It works really well with the S5X. So these are obviously the spatial version of our headphones, made primarily for Dolby mixing, but that's the same thing essentially. So mixing in stereo versus mixing in immersive, the only thing is that for the immersive formats, or the version that DRVR is doing over here, so it's spatializing in binaural technology. The thing is, the position of speakers in the headphone, how they present the audio, and the frequency response, those things are extremely important to be able to place or pan these positions in immersive audio correctly, because when somebody's going to experience your mix that was using or utilizing technology like the DRVR spatializer, you want that to translate as good as possible. And for that purpose, these are kind of the headphones that you would want or similar. And basically, yeah, you can do a really good immersive mix just using stereo, no fancy tools, nothing really expensive, with a plugin like the DRVR Pro 2. All right, thanks for watching. Until the next time, bye.